Picture a small Midwestern town, quiet streets, a country diner. I bet what you're thinking of looks a whole lot like the Plains, Ohio.
It's quiet, it's easy, everybody knows everybody. It's small town USA.
Being a rural place, we have an interesting mix of people, a little bit of everything.
The Plains has about as much in common with Louisiana as gumbo has with meatloaf. But there's one thing that tethers them together: Joe Burrow.
In the Plains, in my neighborhood, my dad was a coach, and so all the coaches' families kind of lived in that little neighborhood. And there was a lot of kids my age, so we would play like capture the flag, tag. I mean, I knew everybody in the neighborhood.
Joe Burrow is kind of a big deal, especially coming out of a town like ours. Everybody's just so proud.
Coming out of Athens High School in the Plains, Joe was the most decorated quarterback in Ohio high school football history. So the next step seemed obvious.
You know, I had this great high school career, and then I go to Ohio State. You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna be the man after 1 year, 2 years max, and it just didn't end up happening.
After only appearing in a handful of games at Ohio State, Joe felt he needed a change of scenery, so he headed south to Baton Rouge. And as you can imagine, it took some adjusting.
I got fat really fast. Yeah. Fried fish, gumbo, rice. I gained like 10 pounds really fast. I went into camp at like 225. I hadn't been 225 in my entire life. I had to learn how to cook very quickly so I didn't get fat again. But I fell in love with Coach O, fell in love with the program, fell in love with everything here.
It's pretty clear they're falling in love with him too.
You know, the longer I'm here, the more I'm liking living in Baton Rouge. You know, I'm part of the community, and I just want to give back as much as I can.
16-yard touchdown pass, the 6th of the day for Joe Burrow, a new record for LSU.
And while Joe is making himself at home at LSU, you might say LSU's making itself at home in the Plains.
Even our biggest Ohio State fans are rocking purple and gold now. If I put crawfish on the menu and said, that's what Joe Burrow said to do, I bet you we'd sell out.
I've lived here a large portion of my life, and I've never seen anyone wear an LSU shirt or hat or anything. And it's difficult now to go anywhere and not see one.
When the local Walmart starts carrying university gear from 14 hours away, you know something's happening.
You see LSU flags all over the place.
Go Tigers!
I just love going back there and seeing all that stuff.
For other kids in this town to look up and see a young man who's now in the spotlight, that's motivation. You go out there, put your head down, work for it.
Our community is awesome. It was really hard to leave, but I think I ended up making the right decision.